As we talk about Kirk Cousins, my favorite topic, because, I mean, why not? Kirk Cousins got voted top 10, but I don't think it's for the reason that I would like it to be top 10. Sam, please explain what you found.
You got it. So PFF put together a list, the top 32 quarterbacks affected by pressure. And Kirk Cousins does come in the top 10, but in this case, that is not a good place to be because he was the number 10 quarterback affected by pressure last year. Now, here's how they calculated it. They took the baseline passer rating. They took the difference between the baseline passer rating and the under pressure passer rating, and that was the difference. So, for example, Jimmy Garoppolo, the most affected quarterback by pressure in the NFL, something like a 90 passer rating clean pocket and like a 30 passer rating under pressure. So a difference of 60. So he was the most affected. Kirk Cousins had a 93.7 when he was clean, and he had a 52 when he was under pressure. So a difference of about 41. And that was the 10th most affected rate in the NFL. Ron, do you think that Kirk Cousins needs to improve his prowess under pressure to be considered a Super Bowl quality quarterback?
So this is what I'll say about lists like this. I'm where Patrick Peterson stands. I don't know if you remember Patrick Peterson last year. He made a comment about PFF and some of their grades. One, he said these guys don't know anything about scheme. They don't know, just because I'm in the area of a receiver, and this was Patrick Peterson, quote for quote, basically, just because I'm in the area of a receiver does not mean that's the guy I'm supposed to cover. Just because a receiver crosses my face and then catches the ball does not mean that's my guy. I'm in zone. Just because I jam him and then he releases inside to my nickel or my safety or my linebacker does not mean that's my guy. My job was to jam him and then get back into my area, which could be quarters, could be the flat, whatever it might be. And he kind of prefaces to say, when we look at PFF, yeah, it's great to talk about, guys do an awesome job with the numbers, but sometimes it just does not explain football. And where I go with this is your bottom guys, Tua, Jimmy Garoppolo, fine. We can argue they belong there. But then when you look at your top guy, what you said was Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts wasn't good with the Eagles. He was okay. Josh Allen was good with the Bills. And I think there's a topic for another day because I want to put some numbers together and then we're going to dig back into this another day, maybe tomorrow or to Wednesday, whatever. But this is what I would look at. Who has the best rating when the pocket is clean? Because that's going to give you a good idea of a really good quarterback. Under pressure, who has the best rating? That's going to give you another indicator. But then when you're looking at a pressure pocket, is it just absolute jailhouse break or is it just a guy's in his lap? There's so many different factors of pressure and we're not getting that. And for those listening on the podcast, I just did the air quotes, pressure with air quotes, because you don't know what that pressure looked like. What is the offensive line's grade compared to that quarterback? What was the pass play? What was the situation? All that goes into that. When you look at some of these guys that don't have a good rating with a clean pocket, and then they have a similar rating with a pressure pocket, means nothing. That's just saying they're really bad, but then they're good when we do the difference. Like that to me does not truly give you what we consider a top quarterback. We know what that is. Look at the stats. Look at the other stuff, the interceptions. That's why I say for Kirk Cousins to be ranked, 32nd or 23rd, 24th, whatever that is, 22nd, 23rd, that means nothing to me. Like Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve to that. That list to me just shows that, yeah, he has a 93 grade with a clean pocket. So what does that mean? He's a good quarterback. He's a great quarterback. The fact that with a clean pocket, he is a great quarterback, it speaks for itself. Now, to your question, pressure. Does he need to get better with pressure? Well, two things with pressure can help. A coach that understands pressure. A coach that can explain when this pressure comes, this is what you need to do. When this blitz is shown, this is what I would like you to check to. When this possible, here's 2 plays in your headset. If they do this, run that play. If they do this, run that play. That's practice all week. I've seen the video. I don't know if you've seen it of Peyton Manning and his running back goes the wrong way. I forgot who it was. Donald. I forgot his last name, but this was back when Peyton played it. He had a running back. Donald was his name because 3-man rush. Guy from the left comes scot-free. Donald, whatever, goes right to block. Nobody's over there. He should have went left. He's scan blocking is what they call it. You scan so you don't pick a side. Just scan and wait for color, and then you go help color. When he goes the wrong way, all you hear, because Peyton is either mic'd up or one of the mics on the sideline called it, Peyton says, "Damn it, Donald," and he takes off running. So clearly Peyton is like, it's scan protection, dude. What are you doing? Why are you just going right and there's no color over to the right? And this guy came on my left blind side scot-free. And so that's what I look at when you talk about that. In that instance, Peyton could do nothing. Why? Because the running back went the wrong way. Does that make Peyton Manning a bad quarterback because he couldn't figure out where to throw the ball to? No. Is it a bad quarterback because he took a negative 2-yard loss as he ran because he can't run? No. That just means somebody blew the blocking scheme. That's why I don't really like that clean versus dirty pocket. The fact that he's a 93 quarterback with a clean pocket, that's all I need to see. But to answer your question, yes, he does have to get better with pressure, but pressure help is coming. It's here. Like winter. Winter is coming. Winter is here. Kevin O'Connell is here. He is here to help Kirk Cousins become that. I'm going to help you the same way I helped Jared Goff, the same way we helped Matthew Stafford. We are going to help you, Kirk, figure this out of how to get your team to the Super Bowl. That's my take. What do you think, Sam?
You know, I actually somewhat agree with you on this Kirk Cousins topic, which is rare. Cherish this moment because I'm going to side with you on this because when you look at the top 4 out of 5 on this list, you've got Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, and Teddy Bridgewater. You've got 4 out of the 5 best, or most unaffected by pressure, and those are very average quarterbacks, which, again, it's not that hard to just, wake up and go to the stadium and get a 40 passer rating under pressure because you're only going to have 10, 11 throws per game under pressure. So if you complete a handful of those, yeah, you're going to have a baseline. But their clean pocket ratings were so low that the difference was low. So your point stands. Secondly, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, if I recall, Kirk Cousins has actually had a pretty good pressure passer rating in the past. Maybe it went down a little bit last year, but he's actually been better under pressure than people give him credit for. Where he struggles is, I think he's courageous to stand in the pocket with a guy in his face and make a throw. That's not his problem. His problem is if he doesn't have a throw, he's probably going down. He doesn't have the mobility to sidestep somebody and extend the play. That's probably his biggest flaw, is his lack of mobility to escape that first rusher. Whereas a Lamar, totally different quarterback, they're making the first man miss every single time. Kirk is going to have a tough time if it's just one guy who gets beat on the line. Even if he's one-on-one with a lineman, he's probably going to lose that battle. That's the Kirk Cousins issue. But I think this list is less of an issue than other, this is not the end-all, be-all for Kirk Cousins.